Hello friends, today we are going to learn about Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is a very good concept in mathematics, and today we have to learn about Pythagoras theorem and prove it. In triangle PQR is given on blackboard, and here angle Q is given right angle. Therefore PQR is a right angle triangle, and in triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degree. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem statement says that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of remaining two sides. What is Pythagoras theorem? In right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of two remaining sides. म्हणजे काटकोन त्रिकोणात कर्णाचा वर्ग हा इतर दोन बाजूंच्या वर्गांच्या बेरजे इतका असतो. मीन्स इन triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degree given. Then what is Pythagoras theorem? As per Pythagoras theorem, we can say that PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square, and we have to prove it. We have to prove the Pythagoras theorem. We have to see some concept. For example, we have to see Pythagorean triplet. What is meant by Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet means if the square of longest side, suppose square of longest side is hypotenuse. Obviously, hypotenuse is the longest side in a right angle triangle. What is Pythagorean triplet means? If the square of longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides, that numbers are called Pythagorean triplets. Suppose take example 3, 4 and 5 are the Pythagorean triplet because the square of the biggest number is here 5 is the biggest number, and therefore its square is 25, and square of the two remaining sum of the square of the two remaining sides 3 and 4. Suppose it is 4, it is 3 and it is 5. Let us check it. It is 9, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, and its sum is 25. Here the square of longest side is equal to the sum of the square of remaining two sides. It is proved. Hence, the number 3, 4 and 5 are called Pythagorean triplets. There are so many Pythagorean triplets. We will take another example. For example, 5, 12 and 13 is also Pythagorean triplet. You can check it. The biggest number is 13. Square of 13 is 169, and square of 5 plus square of 12, square of 5 is 25, and square of 12 is 144, and its sum is 169. Let us check. Here also we prove that the sum of the biggest number is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two numbers. Both are equal. Hence it is also Pythagorean triplet. You can find out so many Pythagorean triplets. Actually mathematicians are found it. You have no need to found it again. Okay. Now again take some examples. 18, 8, 15 and 17 is again one example of Pythagorean triplet. Again 7, 24 and 25 are also example of Pythagorean triplet. You can check it. Okay. Now it is become clear what is meant by Pythagorean triplet, and had given some examples of Pythagorean triplets: 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24 and 25 and so on. Now we have to see the property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree angle of a triangle. Suppose in a triangle the angles are given of measure 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Then what is the property of such triangle? The property of such triangle is if the measures of angles of a given triangle are 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, then the side opposite to the angle 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Means q, which is side opposite to the angle 30 degree? Side QR is the opposite to the angle 30 degree, and side PR is opposite to the angle 60 degree. Therefore, as per the property of triangle 30, 60, 90, QR is equal to the side opposite to the angle 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse is PR, means QR is equal to half of PR. And the side opposite to the angle 60 degree is PQ, and which is equal to root 3 upon 2 of hypotenuse. The side opposite to the angle 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 of the hypotenuse. And here the proof is not given, not asked for annual exam, board exam. Only some examples are given based on this property of angle 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Again I am going to tell you this property. Remember, the side opposite to the angle 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse, and the side opposite to the angle 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 of the hypotenuse. म्हणजे याची बाजू 1 असेल, किंवा ही 1 असेल आणि ही 2 असेल, ही रूट 3 बघा आणि ही काय 1 असेल, तर QR ची लांबी किती बघा 1 अपॉन PR आणि QR PQ किती रूट 3 अपॉन 2 PR आहे की नाही. बघा PQ इज इक्वल टू काय रूट 3 अपॉन 2 PR अशा प्रकारे. किंवा तुम्ही याचा जर घेतला रूट 3 चा स्क्वेअर काय आहे 3, 1 चा स्क्वेअर 1, 3 प्लस 1 किती झाला 4, त्याचा स्क्वेअर रूट घ्या किती येतो 2 इक्वल टू हायपोटेनस. लाईक दिस. ही प्रॉपर्टी लक्षात ठेवा. आता दुसरी प्रॉपर्टी आहे, सपोज द मेजर ऑफ द एंगल्स ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल आर, सपोज इथे असा एंगल PQR आर 45 डिग्री and 90 degree. It means that these two sides are common because these two angles are equal measure, and you know that if the two angles are same, then their opposite sides are equal. And what the property says? Second property of 45 degree and 90 degree. Listen this property very clearly. If the measures of angles of a triangle are 45 degree and 90 degree, then the side opposite to the angle 45 degree is 1 upon root 2 of the hypotenuse. Means PQ is equal to QR is equal to 1 upon root 2 PR, because these two sides, this side is also opposite to angle 45 degree QR, PR is also opposite to angle 45 degree, means these two sides are of equal length, they are congruent, and their measure is equal to the 1 upon root 2 hypotenuse. Means if the measures of angles of a triangle are 45 degree, 90 degree, then the side opposite to the angle 45 degree is 1 upon root 2 of the hypotenuse. So simple. Now we have to see similarity and right angle triangle. Similarity and right angle triangle. By using this we can prove Pythagoras theorem. Then we have to see the similarity of triangles. And here in this theorem, similarity right angle triangle, if a altitude drawn on a hypotenuse in a right angle triangle, the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse, then the two triangles form. Here this one triangle and this is another triangle. If the altitude is drawn on hypotenuse, then the two triangles are formed are similar to each other and the original triangle, are similar to the original triangle ABC and each other and to each other. Means in triangle, now what is given? You have to write given in triangle ABC. Okay, angle B is equal to 90 degree. It is given, and segment BD is perpendicular to hypotenuse AC or segment AC. BD is altitude, and altitude is perpendicular to this side. It is hypotenuse AC. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that the two triangles form. Triangle ADB is formed because of this altitude drawn on this hypotenuse. Again, one triangle is formed BDC. These two triangles are similar to the original triangle and to each other also. Means triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Which is original triangle? Original triangle is ABC. Again, another triangle is formed which is BDC is also similar to original triangle ABC, and again one condition that they are similar to each other. ADB is similar to BDC, similar to triangle BDC. We have to prove it. Now let us see the proof. How we have to prove? Now it is so simple. So simple. Actually, you already learned in 8th standard, 9th standard similarity of triangles. There are some tests: angle test, angle test, side angle side test. Now we have to use this test here to prove this theorem. Okay. Now let us see. Select these two triangles ADB. In triangle ADB, now select triangle ADB, and triangle ABC. Now comparing these two triangles, triangle ADB and triangle ABC. What is common? Angle A is common in triangle ADB and triangle ABC. Okay. Now angle BAC is congruent with angle BAD. Now write here common angle. What to see? Angle A is common between ADB, this triangle, and ABC. Isn't it? Again, here in triangle ABC, angle B is right angle, and in triangle ADB, angle D is right angle. Now, angle ABC congruent angle ADB, both 90 degree. Both 90 degree. Means by our test of similarity, if two corresponding angles of two triangles are congruent, then the triangles are said to be similar triangles. Means by the condition of similarity, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB by angle test. Now it is suppose equation 1. Understood? Triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Now again select this another triangle BDC. Now triangle BDC, in triangle BDC and triangle ABC. Now check which two angles are common or congruent. Now in triangle ABC, angle ABC congruent angle BDC, both 90 degree. Angle BDC both 90 degree. Again, and which angle is common? This angle is common between angle ABC, triangle ABC and triangle BDC. Angle BCA is congruent with angle DCB. Right here, common angle. This angle is common between ABC and BDC in these two triangles. And again, therefore, by angle trace, triangle ABC is similar with triangle BDC by angle test. Now it is second. Now from 1 and 2, check question 1. Triangle ABC is given here. Here also triangle ABC is given. It is similar to this triangle and it is similar to this triangle. Means it says that from 1 and 2, triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC is similar to triangle ADB. It is solved. ABC is similar to this triangle. It means that ABC is similar to this triangle, means that this is similar to this triangle, and therefore from this we got all the three proofs. Means triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB, and triangle BDC is similar to triangle ADB. Hence proved. Now we have to see about theorem of geometric mean. What is the theorem of geometric mean? In triangle PQR, angle Q is given, right angle means of measure 90 degree, and the perpendicular drawn on the opposite vertex of hypotenuse. It divides the hypotenuse into two parts, not equal parts, but into two parts, and because of that, the geometric mean of the segment QS is called geometric mean. QS is called geometric mean of these two segments, and we have to see about QS and these two segments by this theorem. Therefore, this what is the proof of this theorem? We have to prove that QS square is equal to PS into SR. It is a theorem of geometric mean. Means square of this side QS square is equal to PS into SR. We have to prove it. Okay. Geometric mean square of this QS is equal to the product of the two segments PS into SR. Now see how to prove it. Prove. Now select two triangles. Suppose triangle QSR. Now take one triangle QSR and triangle PSQ. This was first triangle, this is second triangle, and triangle PSQ. These two triangles are similar. PSQ. Why similar? Because it is right angle triangle. It is also right angle triangle, and we know that two right angle triangles formed by one altitude. Now we already proved this theorem in last topic that if the altitude is drawn on hypotenuse, then the two triangles formed are similar to each other and the original triangle also. So these two triangles are similar. We had seen this theorem and it is the similarity of triangles. Theorem by similarity of triangles. Again, no need to prove it. We have already proved. And you know that if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding the ratio of their corresponding sides are similar. It means that QS upon PS is equal to SR upon SQ. SR upon QS. Okay. Here we have to write that the property of two similar triangles. Okay. Now it shows that take the cross multiplication. QS into QS is equal to PS into SR. QS into QS means QS square is equal to PS into SR, and it is proved. In this way, we can prove that segment QS is the geometric mean of segment PS and segment SR. Okay. Now very interesting and important theorem is Pythagoras theorem. It is asked for proof for 4 marks, and that's why we have to see how to prove the hypotenuse theorem. First of all, what is the hypotenuse theorem? In right angle triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree, means it is right angle, and BD is the perpendicular drawn to the opposite side, means hypotenuse of a triangle. Now the statement of theorem is in right angle triangle the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. Means what we have to prove? We we have to prove that square of hypotenuse, here AC is hypotenuse, and therefore AC square is equal to the sum of square of remaining two sides. Means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. We have to prove this. This is Pythagoras theorem. Now what is given in above figure? Triangle ABC. Write down given things. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. This information is given only, and by using this information, you have to prove the hypotenuse theorem, the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. We have to prove it. Now this is given, and we have to prove this. Now take some construction. Draw BD perpendicular to hypotenuse AC. Draw segment BD perpendicular to hypotenuse AC. Means BDC is 90 degree and BD is equal to also 90 degree. Now we got two triangles, not two triangles but three triangles. This triangle is formed into two triangles. This BD forms two triangles, ADB and BDC, and we already seen the theorem of two similar triangles. If a perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse, then the two triangles formed are similar to each other and similar to original triangle. By using this property, we have to prove hypotenuse Pythagoras theorem. Now let us see the proof. In right angle triangle ABC, in right angle triangle ABC, what is given? BD. Now we construct it. Segment BD is perpendicular to hypotenuse AC or segment AC by construction. It is our construction. Now therefore what happened? This triangle ABC is become similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB and also similar to triangle BDC. What is the theorem? We already seen similarity of right angle triangles. Similarity of right angle triangle. We just given reference here. Now therefore triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. We have selected only two triangles and compare it. Now by comparing these two triangles, if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in the proportion. By using this property, here AB upon AD is equal to BC upon DB is equal to BC upon DB, also equal to AC upon AB. Right here corresponding sides of similar triangles, CSST, corresponding sides of similar triangles. Now it means that AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. Now from this ratio it shows that AB into AB by cross multiplication, AB square is equal to AD into AC. Suppose it is equation number 1. By these two ratios, AB into AB, AB square, AD into AC. Now you got equation number 1. Again, select these two triangles. First we have given these two triangles and compare it. Now take triangle ABC similar to triangle BDC. Let us see. In triangle ABC is also similar with this another triangle BDC, and therefore by the property of two similar triangles, their corresponding sides are in the proportion. AB upon BD is equal to BC upon DC, which is equal to AC upon BC. Here also corresponding sides of similar triangles. Now take these two ratios. Therefore, BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. We have to use this ratio only. Now here take cross multiplication. Here BC into BC, BC square is equal to BC into AC. Equation number 2. Now add 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2, what we will get? So this is equation number 1. AB square is equal to this and BC square is equal to this. Adding 1 and 2, we get AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC. This is AD into AC plus, we are adding now equation 1 and 2, BC plus AC. Now here it remains as it is, AB square plus BC square is equal to, here what is common? These are two terms, this is one term and this is second term. These two terms are divided by, separated by plus sign. Here therefore take AC common, AC into bracket AD plus here remain BC. Now what is meant by AD plus DC? AD plus DC nothing but AC, and therefore write here AC. In place of AD plus DC write AC, and AC into AC, AC square. Therefore here AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, hence proved. It is called the proof of Pythagoras theorem. In this way you have to solve this theorem. If you solve by this way, you will get totally 4 marks for board examination, and this theorem is very important. Students should have always learned this theorem and have to prove this theorem. Okay, wish you all the best.